marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Carr right away going to look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings us 2nd and 5.
First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup, leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. When you have a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
29, 724, 637.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. In motion comes the tight end left. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Waste of time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Saints nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Now the 4th-round pick out of Georgia, Zamir White.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he got blown up. losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staying at a 3rd down and 12. Looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Saints 9.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Carr to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 29, Winston finding Taysom Hill complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Saints sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Winston.
There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First throw now for the backup lock. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. Handling down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after him.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas.
49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston.
Locates Kamara on the out route.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Winston. He is going to find Hill here.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we'll remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
11 yards there, just like last play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First down, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So Wallenberg gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately he'll settle for just a field goal.
To think that maybe they were a little closer, it would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Phillips now from the end zone.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
In motion goes the tight end. Carr now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're going to continue to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Daniel Carlson taking off for Las Vegas.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. stay on the ground with Jacobs. Down to about the 22 here. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Johnson goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Saints 3. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jameis to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 42-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league as one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
59 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a play fake. Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Carlson on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Saints 6. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Winston now.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the backs coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
694.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On second down, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now Winston. His throw incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They'll throw again. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's good for the Saints. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got it.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Second and goal from the 1. with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Throwing, Winston. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He's got to go down now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. He looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know. Just get it to him. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.